FOMO.
I FOMO about everything, and I just sit there and FOMO, and that's all I do is FOMO.
I think you like it. Like that's like some sick fetish of yours. Is just to like feel.
Let's not get into my
like
psychology too much right now,
constant-
because I'm feeling very vulnerable
like,
right at this moment with this topic. So I don't want to go here too deep.
You like the feeling of FOMO. Like it's like some
Please
sick
stop.
pleasure
Please
you
just
have.
stop. I can't stop. I'm gonna have a breakdown. I'm gonna panic attack. What are we looking at? What is this,
Bro? This is daily ETH.
Gosh.
All right, we're starting with ETH now because I'm tired of Bitcoin and I don't trade Bitcoin.
Those support levels,
ETH. I like trading ETH because it respects the levels. It's a respectful
ETH's my favorite probably to trade.
It doesn't move as much as the other shitcoins, but it respects those levels.
And it moves a little more than Bitcoin, I feel like.
We are on this downtrend on a daily, right? We're in this range as we will. So like this yesterday, dude, what I saw, you know what? This isn't even pulling. Where's my indicators? I'm reloading this. Yesterday it behaved pretty much exactly as I thought it would. It just, we knew the price had to return to the why am I on 5 minute? I want to go 6 hour. We knew the price had to return to the 50 EMA area, close to it, right? It just needs to correct itself. So we had this quick pump yesterday, followed by a nice quick dump. We are still in this oversold area right now, so we still have this green wave going. So I've been having fun just playing in this range, right in between these levels right here, right? We're in between this fib level. A few days ago, I thought this whole range would have been up here. That plan didn't work out, so it's down here now, right? So this is where our range is.
Pullback before we get a little pump.
It could be. The thing is that okay, 6 hours is looking good. 12-hour, what are we seeing here? I mean, 12-hour looks like VWAP's closing in. Maybe this is a bottom for a while.
Maybe a little pump.
Maybe. I mean, the thing is like, okay, this is I'm
higher just kind of highs. Higher highs.
Yeah, I just wish anyway, I wasn't here to accumulate this level yesterday, so that's just is what it is. Sometimes you just don't make those trades. But this was so aggressive, and I would just it's coming down, still not taking the 50 EMA here on the 1 hour, right? It's just comes up, challenges it, goes above it, crashes back down, challenges it. Rejection,
not getting higher highs,
So not looking so hot. We are looking like we could be getting
an
oversold signal on the 1 hour. That looked like that was going to be printing here with this candle here. And I really wanted to. I was about to short when it got up here this morning, but it didn't. Right, it kind of got front and hit the 50 EMA here, and it rejected. I thought maybe I'd get in a better price, and I just missed that short. But I did take a little long from this point to up there, so that was nice. But it's just playing this range, right? You don't know. I shouldn't say that. That's really bad. You don't know. You don't know the price is going to get here or back down here. You don't know, but we're in this range, so.
Some people know. I know.
Some people, of course, It's just like just look at this crazy movement, though. I mean, you could have had this trade 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, and about 4, right? Like you could have had. Oh no, 1. So yeah, I mean, you could have been trading this range, and that's some nice percentage. That's like 4 or 5%. Yeah. So the ranges, man. Usually markets, they stay in ranges most of the time. And so you got to, really try to learn to I love the
Bounce
ranges.
between the
That's
levels.
my
Yeah.
favorite. Right.
Yeah.
When it's all
Because they're
volatile
just
and you see
bouncing up and down between the
the
levels.
giant movements and stuff like that,
Yeah. Those are the
it's great
scary
if you're
ones.
in the trade, but I don't trade in those, right? I'm not
You
going to
don't
go
want to,
jump
yeah, you don't
into
want to
those.
pump into the, or trade into the pump. Yeah.
I'm gonna wait for it to settle down and find a range, and then trade within that range. Here right now, yeah. So it's looking like, look, that dot it wants to print really bad. It really does, and we only have, oh well, we have another hour. So, 30-minute, it has printed, right, and so we're really. This is a decent little. This looks like, hey, maybe I'm not. What I don't like about it, I feel like Sailor and his uh, so, I mean, we're on
I'm
this
gonna make a
trend, right?
compilation of you doing that.
So, this could be an interesting trend line to say, hey, we are actually the 30-minute here. I mean, it's Friday too. I mean, this is going to be a crazy weekend. It's a long weekend. I'm not exactly sure what
Mhm.
I'm
Holiday
always wrong at
weekends.
predicting the weekends. I really am.
Mhm.
I think it's gonna find range, and it just fucking pumps or dumps. And so maybe I trade this weekend. Maybe I do. But I'm not. We gotta get. This could break the range. I mean, look, we have this. Um, we do have a divergence here, right? We have lower lows. Momentum is, yeah, it's moving on up. So, we could this could be it, that we pump above this 30-minute range here, and we start bouncing off of the 50 EMA as it starts to climb up. Um, we'll see what happens, guys. We'll see. Maybe this weekend we move the range up here. Maybe that's what happens. I'm just I'm not like, it looks like, hey, price could go up for sure. It does look like that on the lower time frames right now, right? We're getting these oversold signals. Um, and that thing is looking pretty gravy all the way up to the 6 hour, right? So I mean, you wanna be, the hopium here is we're going to get some higher prices today, but you have to understand where we are on the grand scale of things, and right, I would only expect higher prices for the short term right now, right? Just because it's like the daily looking really rough. 12-hour looking pretty rough. I mean, VWAP's coming in, but that money flow is still getting wider. Um, so to me, that just says price could just chud here for a little bit and dump down. Um, so I'm cautious about those, right? These kind of, the macro all says this is we're heading towards some lower prices, right?
But Matt, if everyone goes and talks to their friends and family around the barbecue about how cheap crypto is, then doesn't that factor in and to like potentially creating crypto summer? Like that's the beginning of crypto summer, right? And all our friends and family are gonna start aping in. Binance is doing the TikTok influencer thing, right? We're gonna get some liquidity, right?
So we have the monthly close that happened yesterday, and it doesn't, right? We have two giant monthly vector candles. All right. And last month was like one of the worst months for stocks, worst months for crypto. It's just been a real shit month. Okay. Um, what what will this month bring, right? What will be like, do you think, what on this chart says to me that we're gonna start turning around right now? Anything? Does anything look like that
I'd have to see like a little, probably
on the
longer data on
macro?
there, but no. I mean,
Yeah,
nothing obvious.
Ether
Yeah.
kind of sucks on the buy bit here. But yeah, man,
Yeah, and I mean, I saw a tweet this morning that I'll maybe put up, or here I'll just show it real quick. this 1-year returns, and this is, this is shows that the whole market in the past year has been, real turd, shall we say. So, you know,
Right.
I think part of the question of when will it bottom out, when is the bottom, when do we go back up, is partially a question of when does the market itself start to recover and go back up. And that's when you get to the
Right.
answers that you don't like.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because right now, this is starting to look like short. Well, like, what am I? I'm on ETH 1 hour right now. That remember how just we were just looking, we're like, oh wow, we're gonna get an oversold signal. No, we're just playing this range, guys. We're just playing this
Yeah.
range right now. Um,
Well, and
and
I've
I would
learned that,
say,
like, every time I think it can't possibly go down further, it always has. So that's why I've stopped thinking that. And every time I find that thought in my head, I let it go, like, like I'm meditating,
yes,
right? Just let that thought go
that's very
because
true. That's
it's
true.
not it's not you
You
you you don't know now.
you don't know.
I remember
You
when we
have
were
to
up at
understand.
60,000,
Okay,
I was like, "Oh, we're never gonna go back down into the 20s." I was
everyone,
such an
yeah,
idiot.
you
I've
can't.
learned
So
a lot in
when you're
3 months.
trading, you gotta you flow like water, right? You can't sit here and predict what you think is gonna happen. You just have to watch the charts and follow your rules. If you follow your rules on trading, you know, and you have just find a winning strat, and all that is that a strategy that you back test that wins the majority of the time, and you follow your rules, you follow your strat, you stay disciplined, and you're gonna be just fine. You're not gonna win every trade. You might your strat actually might lose the majority of the time, but if you're
Yeah,
using proper
good
risk
risk
management,
management.
you'll
Mhm.
come out with
Yeah.
profits.
Yep.
So it's
It's weird.
really
It's weird, but
it's
if you understand risk management, it really helps you
that's
when you're
key,
trading.
yeah. So like
And the
right
other
now,
thing I think about the price, like,
look at
like
this.
when we were up in the 60,000s, I also think, think about how inflated that price was because of all the massive over leveraged positions too, that are now getting liquidated. And we're seeing like Three Arrows Capital and all these giants that were just way over leveraged getting, destroyed. And I think that's also part of why that price was so high and then came down so quick, because
Dude,
we have so many people that are really over leveraged.
I'm thinking about just putting a short right now. I mean, just seriously, okay, just look at this chart, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
So right now we
Mhm.
have this is Ethereum 30-minute. Uh, from this point here, the last kind of like high area over here, right? We come down. Looks like we're forming a decent W pattern here. We failed to clear this, and it's the 30-minute clear
Yeah.
rejection here off the
And
200
then
moving
lower lows.
average.
Yeah. And then lower lows.
It
Yeah.
looks like,
Or
right?
lower
It looks
highs. I
like,
mean,
hey,
sorry.
we could
Lower
be
highs.
bouncing off of the 50 EMA, but then we sink below it. Now we're like, hey, maybe we could get above it again. And now
And
it
we're
looks
not.
like
Yeah.
it's
That's true.
not beating this trend right now. And
Yeah. It's
so
a pretty weak pump.
dude, it's just is it's looking like it look, it goes one, drops one level,
Hmm.
two level.
Yeah. It just keeps going downward. Yeah.
Where's the next levels? You know what I mean?
It's down there.
Yeah.
Now the market will pump in 10 minutes. It will now start to pump
Yeah.
giant green dildo to this moon.
Again, the there are indications that say local short-term pumps could definitely happen. Probably will stay within the range here.
Yeah.
Um, and I don't know if we'll get back up here to the 1080 part again. At least, well, like, see, we had a nice wake up close to it, but um, not doing so hot. Not doing so hot. So I'm really looking at this, and this is like looking like some shorty behavior right now. Just because it's
Shorty.
like look at that, it challenges, and it's looking like a clean rejection off of the trend. 5 minute is pointing this red dot. So yeah, it's oh man, I'm gonna be bummed I didn't just take this short. I'm telling you.
Okay, well, I guess we should probably go to intermission because Matt has to put in a trade. I'm just kidding. Any other? Let's do Ape Watch here. Yeah.
Ape Watch.
Oh
All
wow.
right.
it's really formed a strong
Dude,
support down there. I mean, at least on
yeah,
whatever
this
time
is
frame you were just
that
on.
was 5 minute.
Oh, well, never
Um,
mind then.
so I'm really looking at Ape. I'm like, dude, Ape, come on down back to this point of control down here, where a lot of price action was. Maybe we don't make it all the way there, right? That's why these fib levels are awesome because this is where we could be maybe getting a bounce is around like $4 area, just under it. It does look like this. We just got this over overbought signal on the daily 6 hour. Looks like we could be getting an oversold signal. But it's kind of these have been kind of weak lately, so I'm not too confident of that on the 6 hour. Um, here, right? See, this
We're
is what
fighting the
happens.
pump.
This is yeah. Well, the 4 hour here has been like this like since yesterday afternoon, but it's just staying within this range. And so what happens a lot of times, right? You see these and it just kind of stays for a little bit and then it makes the next move down. Um 1 hour is getting an oversold signal. So we could be just seeing maybe we get up to the tops of this range again. But again, here on the 1 hour, you gotta overcome, just these little trends here that it's having a hard time getting over. It's gonna test this level again. Will it hold this time? Right? It's already tested it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 times. How long will this hold? You could obviously see here a wedge kind of happening here, right? Sorry, I should bring that down a bit. There. So it's just been playing in this wedge, right? This range, but it's also trapped in this wedge. I mean, I would imagine it's gonna break down from that. I'd imagine so. Um, so that's what I'm seeing here on Ape. Everything. So I mean, I just don't. I think on a lot of these tokens too, we really like Ethereum is on this list of where we haven't really reached like a capitulation level, like of
Right.
just we need and Bitcoin has seen it. So a lot of these other tokens, I think, kind of need to see that before we are like the bottoms in. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Every day I wake up and pray for the bottom.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Are you gonna buy the bottom now?
No. Remember, I'm going to FOMO.
Are you gonna?
I'm
Are
going to
you
FOMO from the outside.
even if you thought it's the bottom, would you buy it?
No, I would FOMO.
Thank you for watching GMTV.